Maybe this means they forget. Okay, this isn't... I don't know Indonesian. I swear. I choose you. See, I don't know. Okay, that proves it. Phew.
Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku.
Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku. Okay, reduplication. YouTube, welcome. This is a new series. This is a completely new thing for us. We're going to be doing a Duolingo live stream of Indonesian, a language which was chosen because I know precisely nothing about it. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to play some Duolingo, we're going to hopefully learn something, and we're going to take a bit of a linguist's eye to it. So as we encounter new grammatical phenomena, as we encounter the phonology of the language, we're going to make some notes and look things up and generally be nerds. So that's the plan. So with that firmly in mind, let's scoot over to the side webcam. Okay. So you can see I have not done any prep for this. You can see the languages that I have looked at in Duolingo. I'll confess that I have not used Duolingo a great deal, especially not in the past few years, but here it is. We have to find Indonesian. Here it is, right here. So you can see no check mark, no experience. And why don't we click? All right. This is fun. Learners who complete through Unit 5 on Duolingo achieve similar reading and listening proficiency as university students after studying for 4 semesters. Goodness gracious. That's ambitious. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. I don't know. We have 2 hours, so we'll see what we can accomplish. So we have some Indonesian knowers in the chat. This is going to be fun. So I will turn to you for your friendly criticism and suggestions and questions and comments and all this stuff. So I guess we have to press the big blue button here. And oh yeah, I have Wikipedia up in case we need it. I also have our document, the official record of studying Indonesian on, what's the date today? And let's get some decent font size here. I think this is ridiculous. On May 2nd, incidentally, I like writing dates like this because you can just sort things alphanumerically and they also sort by date. Fantastic. Okay, so what were we going to do? Indonesian. And these are our notes. We got Wikipedia. And let's start the course. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right. Choose your path. Beginners start at Basics 1. Well, I'm a beginner, so I guess I'll start at Basics 1. I do not know very much about Duolingo. The last time I really used Duolingo was, I don't know, would have been like 2017. So I think a lot's probably changed since then. We'll see what we can do. I'm getting some requests for the placement test. All right, well, we can do the placement test. I don't know what's going to tell us. We're clicking the button. Take a test to jump ahead. Well, I don't know anything, so this is going to be Selamat malam, silakan. Okay, I'm thinking that this is a greeting because I see this selam, and I'm assuming this is an Arabic loanword. Good something. Good night, please. I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, I did not expect to get that right. I was just completely guessing except for that first word. And it wasn't quite correct. Or maybe it was quite correct. It also would have accepted good evening, please. Lovely. This is bad news because I'm gonna get points for guessing. I'm gonna be over my head. So say that again. And I think we need to put on the desktop audio. Wait, let's let you hear this.
Mereka lupa.
Yeah, okay, good.
Mereka lupa.
Mereka lupa. Maybe this means they forget. I don't know. Okay, this isn't... I don't know Indonesian. I swear. I know nothing about Indonesian, but I just assumed because it was capitalized, that should probably be the start of the sentence. And then the only thing that could come after they was forget. The other alternative was Andy, which it didn't look like anything there was. So we can discuss the pedagogical decisions as well as we go. But yes, okay,
Aku
great.
memilihmu.
Sorry?
Aku memilihmu.
Aku memilihmu. Aku memilihmu. Is that a or a schwa?
Aku memilihmu.
Aku memilihmu. So I think E is a schwa.
Aku memilihmu.
Okay, this one I'm going to get wrong because I have no idea what this is. I ordered that. I choose you. See, I don't know. Okay, that proves it. Phew. I was getting worried about guessing them all right, and I was going to be rocketed up to an advanced level that I couldn't handle. So I choose you. Aku memilihmu. So there's got to be some kind of... Well, something is agreeing, I'm assuming, on this memilihmu. Memilihmu. Because I choose you. Some sort of agreement. There must be. Pikachu, aku memilihmu. Let's write this in Indonesian. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to write this in Indonesian. Yeah, so I have a dress. Well, this is capitalized.
Saya.
And I'm going to just choose some things at random. Saya
Punya.
punya
Mereka.
mereka. Why not, right? Although, have we seen mereka before? Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's gown.
Gaun.
This could be a loan word. Like English gown. Okay, what? This isn't fair. How is that possible? Okay, so how did we guess that? Well, my strategy was this. Saya had to be the start of the sentence because it's capitalized. So that's a big giveaway. And then I was thinking there's probably three words: gown, dress, and then punya was just dumb luck. And the word order was dumb luck. Okay. I am going to put down these little example sentences. I'm not sure what's going on here. So we have the first person singular in English, I, in both of these sentences, but I don't see anything in common between the two. Now, it's true that verbs of having, predicates of having, often are not like they are in English, where we have nominative I, have, accusative, whatever. Often you'll get things like datives of possession. You know, to me is such and such. Or at me is such and such, as kind of locative of possession. Cool. All right, let's see what happens next.
Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku.
Yeah.
Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku.
Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku. This orthographic C, I want to hear what that is.
Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku.
Baca, some kind of palatal-ish thing.
Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku.
Okay. Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku. Okay. Reduplication. Fun. I'm assuming this means plural because that's common. And I'm assuming that these are both loan words. Koran and buku. Although which one means books and which one means newspapers. And then our other guessing strategy of using the capitalized letter to, capital letter to indicate the start of a sentence. So that's a giveaway. And we need a verb, read. And I'm assuming it's something like we read books and newspapers. So I want to just take this sentence, copy it over here. That's a link. That's incorrect. Bad copying, Colin. Again, it doesn't want me to copy, so I'll have to type it out laboriously. Membaca koran dan buku. And let's see what happens. Okay. Interesting. So the order of the conjuncts is different. So I assumed that koran was an Arabic loan, meaning book, and that buku was an English loan, or maybe a Dutch loan, and it meant newspapers. But apparently it's something like the opposite. Although I'm not sure about the source of these loan words. Those are guesses. So newspapers and books. Yeah, Sutton, I think you're right. I mean, that's my guess anyway. But why that means newspaper in the plural, that's another question. We read or read. I'm not sure. That's an ambiguity in English orthography. Newspapers and books. So dan, I'm assuming, is the thing that's conjoining, that's equivalent to and in English. And my guess is that this is our verb, membaca, because we have this mum here as well. That could be a little clue for us. And in that case, that would, by process of elimination, perhaps kami is something like we, or maybe it's some sort of tense aspect mood thingy. Okay, so koran is not from Quran. Okay, that's good to know. That was an assumption that I made based on our first thing that we saw, selamat, which I'm assuming comes from Arabic. So looks like we have some interesting loan words coming into Indonesian. Interesting. Shall we continue? Let's.
Kucing itu hitam.
Okay. Kucing itu hitam. So.
Kucing itu hitam.
What? Oh. Like. Oh, interesting. Like. Courant. Interesting. Okay. That's an interesting little word. Okay, so this, I think we've done the dictation correctly.
Kucing itu hitam.
Let's see. And it means that cat is black. Itu hitam. Okay. Interesting. I actually really like this idea, and thank you, Queen, for the suggestion to do this placement test, because we're seeing a lot of the grammar.
Umur saya 10 tahun.
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 Okay, so that is another schwa. Does orthographic E ever not mean schwa? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so this means something. Do we have anything in our corpus to help us? I don't think we do. Oh, saya. Okay, let's go off on a... So, saya punya gaun means I have a dress. Gown is probably dress. Saya is either something like have or something like I. And here we have I, which is the only thing capitalized except for Andy. This I feel is definitely cheating using this capitalization rule, but we can't ignore it, right? And I don't see anything like Andy here, which is a proper name. So let's say I. So maybe that accounts for our saya. And how I'll handle the chat is I'm going to try it honestly myself, and then I'll look at the chat after I have made up my mind, so that we can have a mix of the interaction and me struggling, because I think there's some amusement value in that. Okay, so I want to say that this has to do with how old this person is. Something like either 10 or 20 years old. I'm going to say 20 because I clicked on it first. Let's see what happens. It was 10. So close. So close. Interesting. Now I wonder if saya here is I, or if it's something like in the Romance languages when you say you have a certain number of years. I am 20 years old. So then our little hypothesis here, saya I have unknown. Okay. I continue.
Saya punya air. Saya punya air. Saya punya air.
I'm guessing this is going to turn out to mean I have something, because we have saya punya gaun, and then we have saya punya air.
Saya punya air.
Air. Is that a trill?
Saya punya air.
It's a bit lo-fi for me to tell. Okay, so what does it have? I have water. But we still don't know which one is saya and which one is punya. All right, we're going to try something. And we are going to... Oh, this is going to be tough. Well, we have our perennial strategy of just put the first word first, the capitalized word first.
Kamu.
Kamu. Kamu.
Kamu.
Kamu. And then you have an apple. All right, what do we have for our candidates for have? Either saya or punya. In you have, we have something that is not saya at the start. We have kamu. Maybe this is you. I'm assuming that this is an SVO language based on this sentence here. Kami membaca koran-koran dan buku-buku. Trouble. So then the next thing, I think, based on the fact that we have punya here, might be puti. Because at least we have some shared material. This pu syllable. Kamu puti.
Putih.
And then an apple. I don't think we have anything about kucing, I think, is cat. Oh, well, maybe it's the word apple. Maybe not.
Apple.
apel. Kamu putih apel. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that was a lot more complicated than I expected. But we got kamu right, so that's interesting. Okay, so you have an apple, and we got apple right, but I don't really count that as a victory. Okay, cool. That's interesting. But look at this. I choose you. Aku memilihmu. And then we have this memilih, actually. There's a lot of shared material between you have an apple. I'm assuming this is the verb. And I choose you, the verb there. Fascinating. Okay. Well, why don't we continue? Let's learn some more.
Saya punya kamu.
Did you hear that?
Saya punya kamu.
There's like gasped at the end there.
Saya punya kamu.
Is that intentional, or is that an audio issue or something?
Saya punya kamu.
Come. Come. I can't even do that. Come. Come. I don't think it's a voiceless vowel because it sounds ingressive to me.
Saya punya kamu.
I don't know. Well, I think nevertheless the answer will not change.
Saya punya kamu.
So we have saya punya kamu. We've had all of these things before. Saya and punya in this sentence, saya punya gaun, and kamu in you have an apple. So maybe this means I have you. Let's see. Oh, the first correct prediction. Saya punya kamu. Ooh, I have you. I want to just check to see if anyone's said anything about this. Okay, don't look at the explanations. Yeah, okay, so we're not the only ones. All right, let's not spoiler.
Saya punya gaun.
Oh, did you hear that at the end? Again, something interesting going on.
Saya punya gaun.
Saya punya gaun. Gaun. I have a dress. It's interesting. We don't have anything like an indefinite article in this saya punya gaun sentence, but in you have an apple, we have this I don't know how to pronounce it. Sebuah. I'm not sure where this dress goes, or if that's an I'm assuming it's an Sebuah apple. Well, let's check our answer. All right. Well, we're making progress. That's kind of a gimme because they gave it to us before, but
Dia suka hitam.
dia suka hitam. Dia suka hitam. We've had hitam before. Hitam, kucing itu hitam. And if my gloss of this, which admittedly this is a guess, but I'm guessing that this is cat demonstrative black. So we can predicate this sort of adjectival concept without anything else going on. So I think we are looking at something like blank blank black. And dia. Oh, what are our options? She, the, he. If it's the, we need to find some way of saying the something black. The milk likes black. I don't know. That doesn't seem plausible to me. So maybe it is something like she likes black. I don't know, like as a noun, like the color. Okay. Oh, it's giving it to us. It's saying we could have also answered he likes black. Interesting. Tells us something else, doesn't it? Dia suka hitam. He likes black. So we're not going to be distinguishing masculine and feminine on this presumably third person pronoun, maybe singular as well. All right. Cool. And our guess about hitam was correct. It looks like we have a generally SVO situation going on here, which I think is becoming more and more clear. Onwards. We were rewarded with an animation. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm going to put in a break here for YouTube, and then we will return very quickly. YouTube. Wow. We're learning about Indonesian. I know a good deal more than I did half an hour ago. I don't know about you. Come back, because we're going to just keep doing this, and we're going to learn as much as we can in 2 hours. Okay. We'll see you soon.